Okay, guys, this is part two to discovery session to creating a brand strategy. So, like I was telling you guys before, if you want to create a brand strategy, you have to do a discovery session. You have to find out the insights of your business or your brand so you can create a brand strategy. And we left off at voice. If you watched part one, we left off at voice. And if you didn't watch that first part and you're trying to learn how to create a brand strategy for yourself or for your business, go back and watch that, and then just do it the whole way through, so you can just do it right. So we left off at voice, our personality, how we posture, our tone, our attitude. What is what is our brand in that aspect, in our voice, right? So we did that. And next is benefit. So what's the benefit? What do the advantage what does the user have? What is the advantage of the user using your product or your service, or maybe just watching you? Maybe if you're like an entertainer, I guess you can say, online. Maybe you just do stuff for fun, and you don't really have a business. Maybe you have, like, I don't know, you talk about physics, or you talk about the universe, or what have you. Maybe you tell jokes, what have you. Um, what what's the benefit that your user gets? And for example, mine is, my clients get to reach their audience in the most impactful and strategic way, right? So when clients come to me, I want to reach their audience in the most impactful and strategic way, so they can get the most conversion for their ad dollars, with the least amount of money. That is my goal when I am doing ads or any type of marketing, for my clients. Of course, all types of marketing, that's not necessarily the goal, but in the most part, that for my business, that's the goal. If you're making like a website, maybe you just want to make it more aesthetically appealing, and you want to make things look really nice and easy to navigate, stuff like that. That's not, in that case, that's a different goal. Aesthetics, easy to navigate. Conversion isn't necessarily, even though you want it to be. If someone comes to your website, typically, a client of mine is probably going to want them to convert. The website, you don't make the website for that to happen, right? That you'll make an ad, you'll have an email campaign, what have you, but a website is typically not that way. Okay, so next is values. Values are the underlying motivations that drive users to take advantage of the benefits your product offers. For example, the cosmetic benefit that whitening toothpaste offers can boost users' self-confidence, right? So that is the underlying motivation for toothpaste. You're more confident when you're having conversations with them, because you're not worried about your teeth being yellow, that stuff, right? So values. In our instance, right, as a digital marketing agency, we have a proven system um, that creates. We have a proven system that bridges the gap between users and brands, right? So we have a system. This system right here, that I'm showing you right now, is what big agencies use, right? Like Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk uses this system, not probably in particular this system, but he uses strategy. And how do you get strategy? You get strategy by uncovering the things in your business. Um, so, so values, right? What is for your business? What is it? If you make bikes, the underlying value for a bike might be, um, I guess, what would that be? Utility, right? You have the ability to travel. I mean, depends, right? It depends what you're using the bike for. If you're using the bike to get from point A to point B for, to work, you have you have utility, right? You have the ability to move quicker from point A to point B and to move farther. Um, if it's for a kid, probably just fun, right? You're just having fun. You do backflips and all that stuff. Um, so, so what is the underlying values that your brand offers your users? Write that down. And one thing I should mention, I should have mentioned this a long time ago, is that all this is copy, right? You can use this you can use this as you can use this to write your copy for your business, right? If you have a landing page, if you're making an ad, you can use this for all the copy that you're going to use, right? If you have a landing page, you write on the side of a picture with the kid riding bike, as you're, let your, and maybe you're, advertising to the parents. Let your kids be free with our bike. Our bikes are the safest. All that stuff, and then you write, all the stuff that you've been writing down. You have the copy. You can use this as the copy, right? Let your kids be free with our bike. It's the safest. The rest of it, if your bike's like Mongoose, our bikes are cool. Is your kid a cool kid? He's probably gonna like our bikes because we got cool bikes. So you have the copy here and you write all that stuff, right? My Mongoose might use words like rad or whatever, right? So you have that copy right there. So where I value next is X factor. What's this thing that sets you apart from the thing that sets you apart from your competitors? Mine, for my business, has to be my drive. I'm just driven to bring my clients results, and I'm just starting my business. I just got an appointment with the client to speak with the client from New Jersey. He has a remodeling business, and my drive is just simply that my X factor is just that I'm going to drive results. It'd be better if I had results already for a client to show them, look, I drive results for my clients. That is what sets me apart. Period. Right? You don't need much else. That's what clients are gonna. If clients come for me, that's what they want, and so that's what I want to give them. And for you can do it for whatever your business is. Write it down. If it's not necessarily that, maybe it's because you care, because maybe you make bikes and you do it because you really care about kids and you want them to be have the safest, fun, best experience that they can possibly get. Then, write that down for your business, and you can use that in the copy. You use that in, this is copy. Should have said that earlier. If I have to change things, I'll change things, but this is the copy. You can use this as copy. So moving on to love, hate. So what do you love? What do you hate? What does your brand? What do you love and hate about? What does your brand love and hate? Right? So, or what do you love and hate? For me, our brand, we love doing good work, and we hate not improving. Right? Because you can fail, right? Our business, if a client comes to us and we don't deliver the results that our clients expected us to deliver, that's probably gonna happen. And we cannot hate that, but we can hate not improving. We have to improve. We always try to get better, because there's no avoiding failure. It's gonna happen at some point. So we just hate not improving. Okay, next is competitive audit. It's good to do a competitive audit so you can compare what's the difference between your brand and the brands next door, right? Or the brands down the street, or the brands in your industry. It's good to compare, and if you want to do something different, this is a good time to identify those things, those traits that maybe are the same, or maybe that you want. So name a brand in your industry, right? So if you're Apple, you'd probably pick Samsung, right? And if you're doing a competitive audit, you just you identify what your competitor is good at, and you define what they're bad at. Two to three things. 2 things are good at, 2 to 3 things are good at, and 2 to 3 things that they're bad at. And for me, I just went on Facebook and I just I think no, I went to Google. I went on Google and I just searched agencies nearby me, and I just checked their websites and all their stuff, and just to see what they were good and bad at. And for me, I did SoCo Digital Marketing. That's in the Coachella Valley. I don't know if I should leave that in there or not. Whatever. Their website looks good with details, with detailed copy and animation of what they do. They don't have good content on their social media. No video bringing value to the business owner or manager. They don't have They haven't posted in months. Subpar content. No Google reviews. So actually they have three things that I put down as not good, and one thing that they did good. So you guys can do it like that. I probably just couldn't find good things that they did. So I just put one good thing and three bad things. Just the way I did it. Next is Lemon Media Digital Marketing. They have 5-star reviews on Google with 18 reviews, 10 years plus experience, allegedly. I'm just joking about that. Maybe I'm sure they do. Their cons: their website doesn't look particularly detailed and impressive, but it looks simple compared to SoCo. That is, although SoCo looks pretty cluttered and overwhelming. Not enough social media content. What they have looks not horrible in terms of presentation, but zero value to the average business owner or manager looking for digital marketing help. So that's what I put for Lemon Media Digital Marketing, marketing company here in the Valley, Coachella Valley. So you do the same thing for 2 or 3 direct competitors, and this is good just for, in terms of, you don't want to be making the same type of content than your competitors. You want it to be different, right? You want to be different. That's the way you're going to stick out. So you write those things down, and then you can use that as a differentiator, right? For your marketing plan. So next is inspiration. You want to get the brand that inspires your company, or the dominant brand in your industry. And so what you want to do here is you want to find 2 or 3, maybe even one, if you want to, and you know the brand that you want to be like, but maybe 2 or 3 would be good, at least 2. And you do an audit of their website and their communications, and you write down what is good about what you like about their websites, communications, and you write that down. So you write down the company, and then you write down their messaging. What are they saying? How are they saying it? Their tone, and what are they not saying? Right? What are they excluding that you can possibly exclude as well? Because they are your inspiration, and you can take the good away from them and leave out the negative, right? Next is design. What can you say about the graphics, the overall layout, color choices of the website? What is it that their website embodies, right? What do you like about the website? Write those things down, and you can use that possibly for your website, or for maybe just overall feel of your brand. Next is pictures. What types of pictures are they using, and how? Next is content. What kind of content do they have on the website? What page do they have? And then what type of content do they not have on their website? What type of content do they purposely leave out of their website? Okay, next, so let's assess and audit. Let's basically define the things that we differentiate, how we differentiate from our competitors. What gaps do we feel that our competitors don't? Because we can highlight those differentiators, and use that as marketing material, and that can help you stand out in the market. So for me, um, I'm trying to make the content that drives prospects to me, and I notice that my competitors are not making that content. So that's for me. Next, what are some common threads that you noticed about your inspiration brands, between you and your inspiration brand? For me, uh, it was Gary Vaynerchuk and VaynerMedia, um, and the common thread was marketing should be consumer centric and not boardroom centric. So that is our entire goal, to get to the consumer. And we're not trying to market what we think should be marketed because we want to feel proud about our brand, or we want to feed our ego and what we think should be marketed. The we market to what the consumer wants to have. We market to them the way they want to be marketed to. So that is a common thread between me and or my brand and Gary Vaynerchuk's brand, VaynerMedia. So next, what you can do is kind of tear down a few things about your messaging that you notice that may not be great, and replace it with the things that you wrote down that you believe you should be filling your message with. So all the things that we went through, those are things that you should be those are the things that you should be filling your messages with, in terms of your content, your advertising, your copy. All the things that you wrote down, you should be putting in your marketing material. And everything that you do basically is marketing material, like your videos, your website, your outreach, all that stuff. So that's part 2 of the discovery session, and this is only section 1. There's 4 sections, and section 1 is defining the brand. We just need to find what the brand was, the goals, the KPIs, all that stuff. So that's part 1. This is part 2 of section 1, and there's still 3 more sections, but I guarantee you guys, if you keep going, I think it's worth it. It's worth it. If you have a business and you're trying to advertise, market on the internet, this is going to go a long way. This is just it hits all the bullet points of how you want to market to people, right? It's like the messaging. Who are we, right? What do we provide? What is our benefit? The values that you get when you buy from us, right? I think it's 100% worth it, in my opinion. Keep going, and I'll keep making this content, and I hope this helps bring some value to you guys, and I think it will if you apply it and if you keep working at it. Like and subscribe, share this if anybody you think needs it. If you have any questions, comment. Follow me on my other socials. It's gonna be in the description. Yeah, thanks for watching.